All right, well, that's what you can look forward to on the best of the good life. But right now, let's quickly talk sport. We have finally made it to the weekend, which means there are, of course, action-packed sporting packages to expect from Super Rugby to soccer. So let's fill you in quickly on some of the sporting fixture lists. You and come in here. Let's chat sport, my friend.
Thanks, man. Do you have your Biltong chips ready for this weekend, bro? Hey?
We certainly need to, don't we? Yeah, because Super Rugby Round 5 is now underway. This is the weekend for it. And all 4 South African teams will be in action coming up. The Chiefs will be taking on the Bulls all the way down in New Zealand. That kickoff will be today at 8:35 a.m. And the teams last met last season, of course, where the Chiefs pulled off a 28-12 victory over the Bulls in New Zealand. And the Bulls are now heading to this game with 1 win out of their 3 games. There's a win coming up against, or that they had against the Hurricanes, but they had losses against the Lions and the Blues. But I think South Africans are probably putting their money on either one of these 2 teams. It's the Lions or the Sharks. And the Sharks this weekend are doing battle in Australia against the Brumbies. Their kickoff is at 10:45. And last season, the Sharks beat the Brumbies 27-22.
Okay, it was a narrow beat. Narrow one,
in Australia. And the Sharks have 1 win over the Sunwolves and 1 loss over the Lions and a draw against the Waratahs so far this season. So they've had a steady performance, but I think they might want to, get it up a little bit, and so that they can, of course, make better progress going throughout the season. The Stormers will be facing the Blues. That's tomorrow in Newlands.
Yes, looking forward to this one.
That's a 3 o'clock kickoff for you. 2017's results saw a 30-22 win for the Stormers over the Blues in May of last year. But so far this season, they've failed to win against strong opposition, especially strong foreign opposition. They lost against the Highlanders, the Waratahs, and the Crusaders. Their only win over the Jaguares, 28-20 so far. Let's hope that they'll be performing a little bit better against
a lot of Biltong during that game.
Yeah. And last but not least of our local teams, the Lions, you can see, will be doing battle against the Sunwolves. That's happening at Ellis Park at 5:15 tomorrow. And the Lions have only lost once so far in the season, 38-35, that defeat to the Blues, who are now facing the Stormers last week. And the Sunwolves are, of course, they have 3, the Sunwolves have are winless in 3 games. So they've got quite a strong one, or I guess a tough one against South Africa's strongest team.
Absolutely. Listen, let's move on to soccer quickly. The CAF Champions League, first round leg. Bidvest Vista versus Angola, the CD Primeiro de Agosto. That's taking place Saturday at 5 o'clock. Now, Wits face elimination in the first round as they head into the game trailing by 1-0 on aggregate. Then focusing on Mamelodi Sundowns and against Rwanda's Rayon Sports. That's Sunday at 7:30. That's taking place at Loftus Versfeld. Now, Sundowns have it all to play for after the first leg finished goalless in Angola. Looking forward to what's going to be happening on the field with that match for sure, man.
Absolutely, and of course, no Premier League action this weekend, but lots of FA Cup action. You can expect to see Swansea taking on Tottenham Hotspur, United against Brighton, Wigan versus Southampton, and Leicester taking on Chelsea in these quarterfinals. And of course, today sees the UEFA Champions League quarterfinal draw. And so far, the teams that have made it through into that magical 8: Juventus, Madrid, Liverpool, Manchester City, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, Sevilla, surprisingly, and Roma. And the first leg of the last 8 fixtures will be played on the 3rd of April. So lots to look forward to in terms of the Champions League. These are the champions!
It's gonna be a week this big of sport.
Absolutely.
It's gonna be absolutely amazing, man.
Enjoy all of the sporting fixtures. We'll bring you the results come Monday morning.